My brother asked a friend of his to take me to a dance, 'cause I never had no courtin' and I'd never had romance. I dressed up in my Sunday clothes so I could look my best in my cotton Lisle stockings and a $2 dress. Cotton Lisle stockings and a $2 dress. A $2 dress, I said, a $2 dress. Then I heard him tell my brother that he thought it was a mess in my cotton Lisle stockings and my $2 dress. Corny, he was ashamed to take me out. He told me I was country-fied and I began to pout. He took me home at 9 o'clock. He said I needed rest in my cotton Lisle stockings and my $2 dress. Cotton Lisle stockings and a $2 dress. A $2 dress, I said, a $2 dress. Then I heard him tell my brother that he thought it was a mess in my cotton Lisle stockings and my $2 dress. I had the shortest romance that was ever known to be. I guess he didn't like my style of country finery. He giggled when he told me of the charms that I possess in them cotton Lisle stockings and a $2 dress. Cotton Lisle stockings and a $2 dress. A $2 dress, I said, a $2 dress. Then I heard him tell my brother that he thought it was a mess in them cotton Lisle stockings and that $2 dress. Every time I look at him, my heart goes pitter-pat. My head starts in a spinning. I don't know where I'm at. Laughing eyes, a great big smile. He really is a treat. I'd give $1,000,000 to meet the boy across the street. But when by chance I pass him by, he doesn't notice me. I'd walk a mile to see him smile if he would smile at me. I'd take the world if I were queen and lay it at his feet. He doesn't know I love him, the boy across the street. The sun is hid from view. Then if I should see him, the sun comes shining through. Something tells me it would be just paradise to meet the one who sets my heart on fire, the boy across the street. If I could take him in my arms, I'd never let him go. Is all I crave because I love him so. If I could be just his sweetheart, my life would be complete. I'll always be in love with the boy across the street. and gone was my worry and care. When I awoke, I knew then that I had dreamed of an old love affair. Now I'm alone in the darkness, my dear. Many dreams ago you left me there, and sunlight told me you had gone, and I had dreamed of an old love affair. Life seems so empty since you have gone. I love you with all of my heart. Heaven was mine when you smiled last night and said that we'd take a new start. Now I'm alone in the darkness, my dear. Without you, rain or shine, I just don't care. Sunlight told me you had gone, and I had dreamed of an old love affair. I saw the little casket standing near the door. I saw the flowers resting there upon the floor. For God had called my baby, forever we must part. But they'll never take the fingerprints he left upon my heart. Tiny little fingerprints there upon the door. Memories I'll cherish of the one I'll see no more. And though in time they'll fade away and from the mama's part, I'll always keep the fingerprints he left upon my heart. I kept a little blanket and the shoes he wore, the toys he used to play with and scatter on the floor. Of all the things he left me when we had to part, I treasure most those fingerprints he left upon my heart. When I crossed the river to shore. There I'll find my darling waiting at the door. I'll press him to my bosom, never more to part, and kiss the little hands that left the prints upon my heart. Just like old times, you were here last night, and I dreamed of an old love affair.
She used to sit beside me when the evening sun was low, and the lane was white with dogwood, like a lane we used to know. Oh, I'd feel her hand a-stealin' into mine so trustingly, as she whispered to me, "Honey, sing an old love song to me." Gosh, I was no fancy singer, but I'd pick my old banjo, and I'd sing the song she wanted. I could sing it soft and low, just because my heart was bustin' with the love I had for Sue, and I got a thrill and pleasure doing what she asked me to. Then one evening, just at sunset, as we sat beside the door, Sue leaned close and whispered something, made me love her all the more. "When the dogwoods are in blossom," she was saying, "you and I will have something else to sing for. You can sing a lullaby. But it's lonesome like this evening, for it's springtime once again, and the dogwood trees are whitening by the fence down in the lane, and my banjo's layin' silent as it rests against my knees, and it seems my heart's a-breaking when I see them dogwood trees. 'Cause I ain't got Sue this evening, seemed just like she had to go. Took our little feller with her, but tonight I want her so. Some far day I know I'll meet her by the blossoms down the lane. Hear her sayin' to me, "Honey, sing an old love song again."
Now I'm alone in the darkness, my dear. Many dreams ago you left me there, and sunlight told me you had gone, and I had dreamed of an old love affair.
The cornbread burned, and the beans, they scorched, and it wouldn't do to feed 'em to an old blind horse. The mule's in the stable, he's a-snortin' and a-chawin', and my wife's in the kitchen, just a-pitchin' and a-pawin', and I'm hungry. Lord, Lord, but I'm hungry. My wife deaf and dumb, and my kids, they all stutter. The cow's gone dry, there ain't no milk or no butter. The turkey's in the straw, he's a-pickin' and a-scratchin'. The hens are all a-settin', but there ain't none a-hatchin', and I'm hungry. My gosh, but I'm hungry. The meal barrel's empty, and the corn, it's quit growing, and my dog won't hunt while it's a-sleetin' and a-snowin'. There's a rabbit in the briar patch and grease in the skillet, but my shotgun's broke and I just can't kill it, and I'm hungry. Lord, Lord, but I'm hungry. The cornbread's brown and my cracklins, they're burnin'. My wife dippin' snuff, just a-laughin' and a-turnin'. The cat's got the itch, she's a-clawin' and a-scratchin', and the kids are at the table, just a-grabbin' and a-snatchin', and I'm hungry. Oh, Lord, but I'm starvin'. The rent ain't paid, and the landlord, he's a-squawkin', just can't figure it out. A-settin' here, a-rockin', and I'm hungry. Oh, dang nigh starved to death.
Where you going, Charlie?
Going fishing.
You got worms?
Yep, but I'm a-going anyhow.
Hey, Charlie, where you been?
Been in the army. I fought and I fought and I fought, but I had to go anyhow. Daisy, we got a goat down at our house that ain't got no nose.
Well, how does he smell?
Awful.
Charlie, do you know the difference between you and an Indian?
Yep. An Indian scalps his enemies, and I skin my friends.
Hey, Charlie, how come you run over that poor old feller?
Well, you told me to.
I just said to give him the right of way.
Oh, I thought you said get him right away.
Hey, Charlie, that's a smart dog we got.
Yep, he does all kinds of tricks.
If he don't quit doing them in the house, I'm gonna kill him.
Daisy, that's an old dress you got on, ain't it?
Yeah, it goes back to Louis the 14th.
Louis the 14th? Shucks, that ain't nothing. These pants go back to Sears and Roebuck the 15th.
Say, Charlie, do you know the difference between and...
No, Daisy, what's the difference?
Well, Charlie, I gotta be a-going.
Me too, Daisy.
You know, a lot of people never see the point till they're stuck.
Yep, and they sure are stuck with this one.
A ramshackle shack in North Carolina is calling me back to the girl of mine. Those two brown eyes I'm longing to see, the girl of my dreams, she will always be.
sent down to me, from heaven above. If I could fly, like a beautiful dove, I'd fly to the arms of the one that I love. When the whippoorwills call on a hill far away, I'd sing love song, and she would say, my love for you will never die. But I said farewell, and I said goodbye. Those two brown eyes that sparkle with love, sent down to me, from heaven above. If I could fly, like a beautiful dove, I'd fly to the arms of the one that I love.
How I wish that I could tell you there is nothing to regret, but you have to talk it over with my heart. I'm afraid to even mention that I'm learning to forget, so you'll have to talk it over with my heart. This is one of those times when me and my heart don't see eye to eye. I want to say that I'm happy this way, but my heart tells me to cry. I could tell you I don't miss you since my dream world fell apart, but you'll have to talk it over with my heart. Don't see eye to eye. Oh, I want to say that I'm happy this way, but my heart tells me to cry. I could tell you I don't miss you since my dream world fell apart, but you'll have to talk it over with my heart. Start all over. Too late to make me yours alone. I waited years, but you forgot me until your other love had gone. Too late to tell me that you love me. Too late to tempt me with your charms. I found another heart that's truer. Too late to hold me in your arms. Night I cried upon my pillow. I prayed that you'd come back to me. I wasted years in tears and sorrow for love that was not meant for me. Goodbye, good luck, and may God bless you. My heart is broken like your vow. Too late to start all over. So I'll forget it all somehow. Over her, not one tear did I see shed, for the lady they took from that muddy old river. No one ever came to claim their dead. She lay on a cold marble slab at the morgue. Thousands viewed her, but none knew her name. They'll lay her to rest in Potter's Field this morn. She'll sleep there unloved and unclaimed.
river train, leaving on that New River train. The same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again. Darling, you can't love but one. Darling, you can't love but one. You can't love but one and have any fun. Oh, my darling, you can't love but one. Darling, you can't love two. Darling, you can't love two. You can't love two and let your heart be true. Oh, my darling, you can't love two. Darling, you can't love three. Darling, you can't love three. You can't love three and still love me. Oh, my darling, you can't love three. Darling, you can't love four. Darling, you can't love four. You can't love four and love me anymore. Oh, my darling, you can't love four. Darling, you can't love five. Darling, you can't love five. You can't love five and get honey from my hive. Oh, my darling, you can't love five. Leaving on that New River train, leaving on that New River train. The same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again.
Our baby's gone to be with Jesus. Her little soul has gone to rest. God needed her to guide the angels to tell the world of heaven's bliss. Her little chair is bare and empty. Her little cradle standing by. We'll miss the sound of baby's laughter since Jesus took her home on high. Her mother's arms no more will hold her. Her toys have all been laid away. Our hearts are sad and oh so empty since Jesus took our child away. Her daddy stands beside her picture and looks upon her smiling face and says, oh Lord, there is no other that can take our baby's place. Although she's gone, we'll not forget her. She's in a better world above. I have heard of a land on a faraway strand. 'Tis the beautiful home of the soul, built by Jesus on high. There we never shall die. 'Tis the land where we'll never grow old.
Dad was a very quiet man, just went along his usual way, getting a lot of working done, but not having very much to say. Taking a tree or shrub or vine, or any kind of plant that grows, handling them all with ungloved hands, taking the jab from long thorn rows. I used to sometimes say to him, "You're much too old to plant a tree." Looked at me in that quiet way. "Someone will like it, son," said he. So he went on about his work, planting for dreamed of loveliness, making a tangled bit of vine cover a world of ugliness. "Shall I put gloves on them?" I was asked. "They look so rough among the flowers." I could not see for blinding tears, tears at remembrance of the hours that Dad used to spend in summer sun, digging among the stones and dirt, making his hands so hard and tough that briars could make them feel no hurt. "No, leave them just as they are," said I, "soiled and stained by the touch of sod. Bearing the hands in homely earth must keep one very close to God." And so we crossed them on his breast, caressing the fingers stiff and slim, and we stood silent in the room. We just let Dad's old hands speak for him.
Never grow old, never grow old, in the land where we'll never grow old. I had a visit from heaven last night when I was asleep. My mother came back for a moment and tenderly kissed my cheek. She said she was waiting up yonder to lead me on to the shore. And since I had a visit from heaven, I'm not lonesome here anymore. he thrilled me to the bone. He was always broken, so we had to court at home. Oh, I'd rather be an old man's darling than to be a young man's slave. I'd love to have a Cadillac to drive myself around. I've always wanted to have the biggest diamond ring in town. I want a man so old he says goodnight with just a wave. I'd rather be an old man's darling than to be a young man's slave. I'm looking for a Romeo, his pockets lined with gold, the kind that bathes in liniment because he's getting old. So if you know a millionaire approaching 93, I'll thank you very much to introduce the boy to me, because I'd rather be an old man's darling than to be a young man's slave. But he must have a million to even have a chance. I want him to be too old and weak to think about romance. I'll love him as long as he buys me all the doodads that I crave. I'd rather be an old man's darling than to be a young man's slave. You're the sugar in my sugar bowl. You're the icing on my cake. You're like old-fashioned candy that Grandma used to make. Sweet as honey from the honeycomb, fresh from the old beehive. Just like a stick of candy, you're the sweetest thing alive. Your kisses are like sunshine, they drive the clouds away. To me you keep on getting sweeter every day. So darling, that's the reason why we can't stay apart. You're the sweetest thing I ever saw, that's why you're my sweetheart. You're the one I've waited for. There's nothing that is sweeter in any candy store. Please share a honeymoon with me. Let's go and buy the ring, because I really mean it. You're the sweetest thing I've seen. Your kisses are like sunshine, they drive the clouds away. To me you keep on getting sweeter every day. So darling, that's the reason why we can't stay apart. You're the sweetest thing I ever saw, that's why you're my sweetheart. I want and there was the footprints of Jesus on the path that my Savior trod. There is joy divine that is ever mine, since the Lord has forgiven me, and I work and sing for my blessed King. By His grace I have been made free. There is grace for every need, grace for you, grace for me, keeping true, keeping free, precious saving grace indeed, flowing from the throne above, grace to cover all my sin, grace to all who believe. Oh, this grace now receive, full forgiveness, all may win. Yes, there's grace in the Lord's perfect Oh, this wondrous grace is for all the race. It is boundless and full and free, and I trust and cling to my blessed King, who by grace now is keeping me. There is grace for every need, grace for you, grace for me, keeping true, keeping free, precious saving grace indeed, flowing from the throne above, grace to cover all my sin, grace to all who believe. Oh, this grace now receive, full forgiveness, all may win. Yes, there's grace in the Lord's perfect love. I was walking one night by no country church. I was dressed up and feeling so proud. The people were singing, so I just went inside to look and make fun of the crowd. I sat in the back just as far as I could. I thought I was being so smart, but God up in heaven, He searched out my soul and laid His hand on my heart. God laid His hand on my heart. Yes, God laid His hand on my heart. His love filled me so. Oh, I want you to know God laid His hand on my heart. when I got off my knees, I'd sure changed my mind. My teardrops were falling like rain. I just stood and cried while the crowd shook my hand. In my heart, God had sure made a change. I had lost all my pride since Jesus came in. The Spirit had descended on me. My blessed old mother was praising the Lord. Salvation had now set me free. God laid His hand on my heart. Yes, God laid His hand on my heart. His love filled me so. I want you to know God laid His hand on my heart. Here I am, a stranger, traveling all alone. No one left to love me, no place to call my home. But my journey's gonna end when I reach that land so fair. And thank God I'll be no stranger over there. No strangers in heaven will be known when we meet around the golden throne. No more loneliness to bear, God will wipe away all care. And thank God I'll be no stranger over there. Straight is the road and narrow is the way. On the road to heaven, I got no time to play. But Jesus shares my burdens and hears my every prayer. And thank God I'll be no stranger over there. No strangers in heaven will be known when I go to that eternal home. There will be no more despair, friendly faces everywhere. And thank God I'll be no stranger over there. Straight is the road and narrow is the way. On the road to heaven, I got no time to play. But Jesus shares my burdens and hears my every prayer. And thank God I'll be no stranger over there. No strangers in heaven will be known when we meet around the golden throne. No more loneliness to bear, God will wipe away all care. And thank God I'll be no stranger over there. I fancy I hear a voice calling. 'Tis my old pal of yesterday.
I called him John, and he called me Jim. Nigh 50 years that I knowed him, and he knowed me. And he was square and honest all that time and fair. I'd pass him mornings going down the road or driving into town. And we'd look up the same old way and wave a hand and smile and say, "Hello, John. Hello, Jim." I guess you don't real often see such kind of friends as him and me. Not much of talking big, but say, the kind of friends that stick and stay. Come rich, come poor, come rain, come shine, whatever he might have was mine, and mine was his'n, and we both knowed when we'd holler on the road, "Howdy, John. Howdy, Jim." when I got froze out one year, he dropped in on me with that queer big smile upon his way to town and laid $200 down and says, no interest, understand, her note, and took my hand and squeezed it, and he drove away, 'cause there weren't nothing more to say but, so long, John, so long, Jim. And when my mother died, Jim come and sat with me, and he was dumb as fur as words might be concerned. But in them eyes of his there burned a light of love and sympathy and friendship you don't often see. He took my hand in his that day and said, what else was there to say but, hello, John. Hello, Jim. Somehow the world just ain't the same today. The trees are all aflame with autumn, but there's something gone, went out of life, I guess, with John. He nodded that old grizzled head upon the pillow of his bed, lifted up that helping hand and whispered, sometime, understand. Bye, John. Bye, Jim.
My heart sadly yearns for my childhood and my old pal of yesterday. My heart. Mom took sick along in December, February brought us broken hearts. The reason we've not called a family reunion, we knew that she wouldn't be there. But since we've thought it all over, Mama, we know that your spirit will be there. Oh, no, I can't forget the hours. You're the only one, Mom, and sweeter than the flowers. No, no, there's no need to bother. To speak of you now would only hurt Father. It looks so good to see us together, but I had to look after Dad. Oh, Mama, when I passed by your coffin, I didn't want to remember you dead. They all gathered around, I stared at their faces, all heads were bowed mighty low. But that was one time, Mom, we all had to face you, though it hurt us so bad, you know. Now I'm all alone and way off from home, but my memory still lingers on. Lord, how I go about trying to find out just where in this world I belong. Oh, no, I can't forget the hours. You're the only one, Mom, and sweeter than the flowers. No, no, there's no need to bother. To speak of you now would only hurt Father. Oh, no, Mama, we'll never forget you, and someday we'll meet you up there. Mama, Dad left us this morning. We did everything we could do. We tried so hard to help him to face it. He couldn't go on without you. Yes, Mom, Dad looked so happy and peaceful. He knew he was going to go. Then God closed his eyes and took him to heaven. He loved you, Mom, so much you know. Oh, yes, Daddy, you've gone to meet Mother. I know you are happy. There never was another. Oh, yes, Daddy, we all hope and pray to meet you and Mama in heaven someday. Daddy, your funeral was just like Mama's. Loved ones and friends were all there. The flowers were all laid so neatly around you. Oh, Dad, it was so hard to bear. To be there with Mama, I remember you said we must pray. So when God calls, I'll be ready to meet him and be with you and Mama someday. Oh, yes, Daddy, you've gone to meet Mother. I know you are happy. There never was another. Oh, yes, Daddy, we all hope and pray to meet you and Mama in heaven someday. Oh, yes, Daddy, I'll always remember the best that a girl